just about to get started, and on the hill in this one, Spencer Strider. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him, so he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Strider throws to first, and he's back in there. The Dodgers off to a hot start this season, playing very well in the early going. Runner on the go. Oh, right to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Harris ranges back. Out of here, into the planter, out in center, home run, and they jump out front. It's 2-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. That missed by a lot. 2-1.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
And that one in the air, center field. Harris makes the grab. One away. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Still only one out here in the inning. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back there. Reaching for it and brings it in. Here comes Max Muncy.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that.
Oh, that got him on the mound. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Back here in Atlanta, and today on the hill, Blake Snell. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Michael Harris the second. The next to hit. One down, base is empty. And a strike on the outside edge.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
That one off the mark. Ball 2. And that is out of play. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. The batter now will be Will Smith. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Now it's the second baseman. Runner takes off. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And here it comes. Oh, that hit him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Back-to-back singles. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Inside, almost got him. The 2-2 now. Popped up. All these. Brings it in. And there's one away. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 on, 1 out. That one ripped right center field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and they lead by 4.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Runner takes off for third. Popped up Allen. Brings it in to second with the throw. No chance to get back. It's a double play. Back at Truist Park, we head to the bottom of the second. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. Olson with a homer in his last game.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Check swing called strike. 3-2 now.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here is Austin Riley. And it is 2-1. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Mookie Betts.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Olson steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. He talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
On the ground. Throw on to Olson. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. Full count now.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that is that. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the inning. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Jurickson Profar. Snell ready to fire now. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking. Murphy now. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Liner snagged at first. 2 outs, base is empty. Nick Allen now at the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Downstairs, and that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Ronald Acuña Jr. digs in now. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. And we're back. Start of the 4th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Just missed. Outside. Short hop liner handled it short. Over to first. And they get the out. Will Smith to the plate. Check swing, and he went 2-2 now. Here's a high chopper. Allen handles, throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Here's the second baseman. 2 down, nobody on. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count 1-2. And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. Back at Truist Park, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these 2 teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. And it skips into dirt.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that is low for ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
1 gone, runner at first. And here is Matt Olson.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. The Braves still looking for their first hit in this one. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Edman sizes this one up, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Number 63.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hit in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's two away. So the lineup flips over. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Two outs. Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Freeman hits it in the air. Profar hauls it in to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that K brings him into double digits for the game. Here's Profar now. Close, but called a ball, and it's 2-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
That's a ball.
In the dirt to second for 1, and it's over his head. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Up the middle. Throws to first, and there's 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a bouncer out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. Top 6. Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. In the dirt, and it's 2-1. And Mookie takes.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away. You get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-zip.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Hurston Waldrop gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now it's going to be Shohei Ohtani. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. Hit hard, base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Over to first, and he saved. At the plate, Teoscar Hernandez.
Ball, that's out.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. Runner at second, nobody out. Waldrop checks the runner. Ohtani back in. The 2-1. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for 3. But a run does come in to score. And now it's Max Muncy. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And down on strikes he goes. That's the second out. Now it's the second baseman. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that there goes the runner. Bunt attempt misses. Throw to second, out at second. That ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuña Jr. The 1-1.
Ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Marcell Ozuna. To the right side, Freeman. The flip to the pitcher covering. Ozuna is out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB, or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Man at first, nobody out. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. He's safe at second, and that was not close. Man at second. 3-2 now.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Ground ball up the middle. Allen toss to second. Throw goes to second. Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And that one is lifted in the air. And Acuña able to make the grab. 2 down. So now it's Freddie Freeman. First offering. Runner goes. Fouls one off. 2-2. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses.
3-2.
Throw save. That's a stolen base. Edman at second with 2 down. Lifted in the air, right center field. Under it is Acuña to make the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Set for the last half of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Matt Olson. The left-hander on now, Clayton Kershaw.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
And that one hit to first, but it kicks foul. Just off the outside corner. And now it's filled up 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
This one in the dirt. In danger of losing the combined no-hitter. Swing and a miss struck him out. Here is Austin Riley. Ball to strike. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Pitch misses. It's 2-2. He goes down looking. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Two outs. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. That one close, ruled a ball. 2-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't. New inning getting started, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Turns and fires to Betts.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one.
Mookie on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. He's safe. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Man at second. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Flying around third is Betts. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Comes through with the RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make it.
Shohei on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And now make it 4 stolen bases in the game for him. And that one hammered way back there. Gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 9-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Dylan Lee.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Here's Muncy to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Will Smith will hit next. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Profar in position, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count is 1-2.
2 strikes. Ball.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And the inning is over. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Sean Murphy. Kershaw fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Allen. Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And they'll do it again. The Braves yet to pick up a hit here. Caught him looking for the K. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Ronald Acuña Jr. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out. So they turn to their closer, Raisel Iglesias.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
High fly ball out to center field. Harris after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 2-1.
Nope. That's inside.
1 out, base is empty. Foul ball. And he walked him.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Back to the top of the order. Now here is Freddie Freeman. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Boog, you remember your sprint speed?
I mean, probably not quite that. I mean, I think in a fully fueled up golf cart, I could probably get it going pretty good. That one misses, and the count's full. On the ground, right side. And that is that. Last chance for the home team. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And that one missing
down.
low.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
2-2 the count.
One down, base is empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. Set down on strikes. And they're down to their last out. Here is Matt Olson. And the no-hitter just 1 out away. Kershaw is just 1 strike away. And that's a little bit high. And the count's even at 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
On the ground, and this should do it. And they've done it. It's a combined no-hitter.
Well, no-hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool about a combined no-hitter. What a great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.
Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Reynaldo Lopez. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ripped to third and caught. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Max Muncy.
Well, he's been putting up some huge power numbers, and opposing pitchers know that they can't make mistakes to him. In fact, they probably circle him pregame, making sure that if they're in a situation where their back is against the wall, they're going to find a way to pitch around him. Players that are in the top 5 in slugging percentage in the league really don't get overlooked.
Arcia makes the grab for the second out. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Ripped to short. Arcia whips it to first, and they get Ohtani for the out. Back here with my pal Singy, towing the slab in today's game. Tyler Glasnow. What do we need to know here?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
And that one is lifted in the air. Edman in position. Makes the grab, one away. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. 1 out, base is empty. Left field, way back there. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third, and that hits off the base.
Well done. Drives in the run. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Man at first with one gone. Here's Matt Olson. Here's a 2-1.
Ball 3.
The Dodgers have raced out of the gate to start the season. And the right-hander's 3-1. And there's a foul ball. And a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high...
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Back here in Atlanta, second inning set to go. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Ball.
The 2-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Max Muncy at the dish. Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Runner takes off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Move to first. Hernandez back on a dive. Lopez fires. Runner goes again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runner goes again. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
First and second, no outs. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Runner, yes,
Double steal. Ball outside. Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal.
Very nice head first slide right there to the outside of third base. That makes that distance that the catcher throws just a little bit further. That's what you want to do right there. Make it tougher for that third baseman to put down a quick tag. Nice job.
And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the rookie second baseman. Liner out at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
The Dodgers threatening.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Swing and a ball popped up. Albies. He's got it. And that's the third out. And And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the left fielder, Jurickson Profar. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Glasnow picks the first.
No, he's safe.
Back standing. He's in there safely.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That misses, and that's ball 2. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off
balance feet. There's one. Out to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Braves 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Let's take a look at the pitcher of the month. He's been outstanding of late. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside with a breaking ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use.
Runner takes off out towards right center field. Drops into the glove. Here comes the throw. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of Atlanta. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
Here's Mookie now. Turns and fires the Betts. Now a screamer into the outfield. Profar makes the catch, inning over. And we're back. Here's Orlando Arcia. Outside corner, got him looking. Back to the top of the lineup. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ronald Acuña Jr. Glasnow was recently named pitcher of the month for some outstanding work on the mound. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Braves go down quickly here. Back at the ballpark, and one of the things that's been happening lately, hot hitting as we take a look at the numbers this month. Edge of the zone, called a strike. Now 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. Albies settles underneath it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Teoscar Hernandez getting ready to hit. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. One out, runner at second. And now Max Muncy.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
1-2 now. Ball. Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Pierce Johnson getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee getting cranked up as well. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Comes a 2-2. Line drive. And it's caught for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that'll do it. One left for L.A. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Designated hitter, Ohtani.
Swing and a miss. Glass now with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. And they add a run. It's 2-0. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. The odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
So here's Riley now. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Profar climbs in on that left side. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Edman in position. Out number 2. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one ripped. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time. And they cut down the run to end the inning.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 1-2. And that's outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
But it's wide of the bag and gets away. Tommy Edman at the plate. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Save at second, and that was not close. The pitch. That one misses. Now 2-2. Foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Brian Snitker out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ronaldo. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Pierce Johnson.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some.
Runner takes off. Pitch outside. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. Runner on at third. One gone. Time asked for at the plate prior to the 2-1 pitch. The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, James Outman, looking to drive in a run with 1 out and a runner at third.
That's ball 3.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close.
1 strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Runner on the move. Pitch is high.
1 strike.
Throw. Save. Second and third, 1 away. And we're at the top of the 5th.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And Freddie takes the K.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Here's Mookie Betts now. 2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing the run. Pierce Johnson fires. Liner, and this could be trouble. 1 runs in. Now the second run is in. It's 2-2. A 2-run double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Go ahead run on base. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the count 1-2.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Staying in the game on defense, James Outman. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Here's Sean Murphy. Glass now, ready and deals. That clips the zone, and the count's full. And base hit. And a good start to the inning. And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Here's Acuña now, and that's through there for a strike. 1-2. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, out 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Let's take a look at the player of the month. He has been outstanding of late. Swing and a ground ball out to short. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a base hit into right. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Will Smith, the next to hit. Smith struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. And a base hit on a line. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Back-to-back base hits. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here comes the manager out of the break. Dylan Lee will take over here.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Next pitch is outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That misses the zone. 3-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Go ahead run in second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Runners on the move. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. This one smoked out to left. Squeezes it. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-2.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
And now, James Outman. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Two aboard, 2 outs. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Number 63 also throwing. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. 2-3. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off, Michael Harris the 2nd. The 1-1.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Got him! Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Matt Olson up to the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a foul straight back.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Down in order go the Braves. They trail it 3-2. Number 63 into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Safe at second with a stolen base. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for 3rd. And now a wide throw to 3rd.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Doubled up on the slider away. 2-seamer here. Just watch and see.
Grounds one to short. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. Here's a 1-1. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw, safe. That one fouled off. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Ball misses. And the throw. He's out at third.
Well, you can see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Swing and a ground ball. Albies slings to first. They get the out on Muncy. Push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Next offering is in for a strike. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
1 down, base is empty. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Throw on to Freeman. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe Jimenez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Out towards left center. Harris sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Now it's the second baseman. On the ground, right side. Albies. Throw to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Now before the 1-1, time is called. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's going back. Back some more. And that ball is gone. He'll touch them all. His second of the year. It's 6-2.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move. Aaron Bummer taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. There's Freddie Freeman now. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Two down, nobody on. That's way outside. And it's 3-2. Mookie Betts up next for the Dodgers. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Kirby Yates on to pitch here.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now here is Orlando Arcia. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Murphy gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Got him. And there's 1 down.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boot, get back on track. His team needs him.
This one popped up right side. Freeman puts it away. 2 away now. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the frame. Braves strand 1. Back at Truist Park, Mookie Betts will get us started. Backed off the plate that time. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Harris has a beat on it. 1 down. And next for L.A., Shohei Ohtani.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
1 down, base is empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Harris ranges back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 7-2.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here. That's for sure. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Pitch misses. 2-1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the 9th. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2-2 to count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout. Hurston Waldrop gets the ball now.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Muncy digs in, and that's downstairs. 2-1. Runner takes off. Pitch misses.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Safe at second, and that was not close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Hard hit right side. Albies over to first in time. They get the out on Muncy. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. 2 outs. Right through there for a strike. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Raisel Iglesias getting ready to go. Out to short. Sends it to first. And they get the out on Smith. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's 7-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Austin Riley. On the ground to third. Now only 1 out remaining. Now batting Jurickson Profar. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. Olsen at second with 2 down. This one in the air. Muncy under it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers have won 4 in a row.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
7-2 your final here today. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. Just about set to go now. And our pitcher in this game, Spencer Schwellenbach.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters. Not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Outside low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Dodgers are looking very strong so far this season. That one is absolutely belted. Hit one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And the batter now, Mookie Betts. That one missed.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a .600 winning percentage or better, in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
Line to left and foul ball. And that one almost got him. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Schwellenbach picks over and Betts dives back. Ohtani launched a homer in his most recent game. Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Mookie Betts.
This guy's been a very consistent performer at the plate this year. Top 5 in batting average in the National League. And I tell you what, you got to be good, but you also have to be a little bit lucky. And he's been both.
Mookie on the move. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Man at second. That one catches the corner for a strike. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there. He hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
The 1-1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one is back. Wow! It went off the roof of the restaurant. What a shot. A 2-run shot. His 9th homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 2 down, nobody on. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 3-0. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod on the mound, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Freeman takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because It's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
That one's in there, and that's strike two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, number 6. Stays alive. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Cut on and lifted in the air. Acuña has it sized up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
On the ground to third. Riley fires to first, and they get Edman for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Center field. And that'll do it. And we're back. Here's Matt Olson down. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Going, gone. His 12th of the season. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
Here comes Austin Riley. That's a hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Nobody out, runner at first. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's gone! It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-3.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Albies working through some struggles lately. That one clips the outside corner, and the count 1-2.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
And that chance handled, throws to first in time, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So here's Murphy now.
I'm so glad Yamamoto made the move to Major League Baseball. He's one of the most decorated pitchers to come out of Japan and finished his Nippon professional baseball career in style. Facing elimination and pitching in Game 6 of the Japan Series, Yamamoto pitched a complete game with 14 strikeouts and broke the series strikeout record held by Yu Darvish. What a way to go out. You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and now 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across, bottom half of inning number 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Kicks and deals. Good job to fight that one off. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're tied now at 3 apiece. 3rd inning coming up in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here in Atlanta, on to the 3rd inning. And here's Freddie Freeman. The 3-1. Ripped on a line to center. Puts it away for the out. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Here's a rocket out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 2 outs.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Bare hand has to hurry to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like.
There goes the runner. There's the ball.
1 strike.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Bounce to the left side. Arcia tosses across the first, and that is the inning. So the welcome back, and struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Hit in the air out to center field. Edman under it. Hauls it in for the out. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Next offering is in for a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Next offering is in the dirt. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Hernandez pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back at Truist Park as we go to the top of the 4th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Check swing, called strike. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Pierce Johnson preparing to come on if needed. Lee, a left-hander, also throwing. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
It's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now number 6. Slider misses outside. Smith, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Runner, yes,
Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone. By the time it got to the plate, people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Run comes in from second. It's 4-3. The relay not in time. He's safe.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Andy Pajes now at the plate, and now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, James Outman, looking for a 2-out hit to bring home the runner from third. Hit in the air, left field. Profar makes the grab, and that is that. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. It's now. So remaining in the game defensively, James Outman. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. And now Matt Olson up to hit. 1-1 now.
Whoa.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yoshinobu.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here comes Austin Riley. One out, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
That's out to center field. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Dylan Lee.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And now it's 1-2. And a slider misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Betts with another scorching run of play lately. 1 down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Not close with that one, and a count now even up. And there's a ball. Teoscar Hernandez waits on deck. 2 out, space is empty. Ground ball right side. Olsen takes it to the bag, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Got him! And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
The count 2-1. Swinging a foul out of play. That smash towards center. Edman hauls it in, 2 away. Here's Orlando Arcia. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Braves go down quickly here. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Pierce Johnson.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. right now giving up more than a hit per inning.
And that misses. And a count 2-1. There's a swing and a miss.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Johnson fires. Teoscar goes down on strikes. And now it's Max Muncy. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Throw on to Olsen. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Will Smith to the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Action in the pen down there. Aaron Bummer up and loosening in the pen. Number 63 also getting ready. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now it's the second baseman. Shortened the bunt and missed it. Now 1-2. And that's down and away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit left side. Over to Albies, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they... Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. The next offering misses. 2-1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer.
Boots it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. The Braves trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. That one drilled left field, and there's 2 away. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. And 1-2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there. Just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That's hard hit on the line. He's got it, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Bummer. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 49, Aaron Palmer.
Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Got him! Great play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you, I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of...
Bases empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Now, James Outman drops one down in front of the plate. And that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. And that's going to kick into the corner. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And now it's Mookie Betts. On the ground to short, Arcia. Throws across the diamond, and Betts is set down.
Leading off for the Braves, first baseman, Olsen.
And the Dodgers will go to the Alex Vesia will take over here.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Strike him out looking with the off-speed stuff. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch-out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. No. And just misses with that one. Got him. And now 2 gone.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And the tying run is on base.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Sean Murphy. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound, pitching. Evan Phillips gets the call from the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
2-2.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 3.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe Jimenez.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
And delivers outside. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. And a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Now one miss.
2 strike.
Smoked on the ground to second. Albies over to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. Dropped him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
2 down, bases empty. Here comes Max Muncy. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, has room, and he makes the catch. Dodgers down. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Just missed.
A really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Just off the inside corner. And now it's 3-2. Ronald Acuña Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Forget it! 3rd home run of the season. It's 4-4. These fans are really excited right now.
What an incredible momentum swing on that home run, Boog. I mean, it's late in the game, just barely stayed fair, and ties up the ball game. Impressive.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And here is Ronald Acuña Jr.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Harris II. That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. Cut swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, tied at 4. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Just missing there, and it's 3-2. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now tied 4-4. The 9th inning is next on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's back there. Leaping, and it's gone. He jacks that one out to left. His 7th home run of the season. It's 5-4.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make number 63 takes over on the mound.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Murphy fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now a chance for James Outman. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That's a base hit as a run scores.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Raisel Iglesias. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw, and they got it.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
2 outs. That one misses. And now 3-1. Mookie Betts waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Freeman hits it in the air. Profar has a beat on it. Brings it in for the third out. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Braves 4. Back here in Atlanta. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the Tanner Scott comes on trying to close it out.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Okay.
Swinging at ball 4. That was off the outside edge. Here's Austin Riley. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One down, base is empty. That one just misses.
2-2.
Got him swinging. Braves down to their final out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
They're down to their final strike. The Braves down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Oh, you can see this team is feeling it right now. Look at the smiles, look at the high fives. They feel real good about this 3-game series sweep, and they get it done on the road. You talk about the confidence that can produce. Tell you what, they're riding high right now. It's a nice win in this game.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.